Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PhD Journey with May. Today, I want to share with you more about proposal defense. I'm currently prepping towards my proposal defense. And for those of you who are not familiar with the concept of a PhD journey, so a typical PhD cycle for a full-time student would look around somewhere 3 to 4 years to completion. And for part-time students, it would take maybe 6 to 8 years depending on the scope. I'm aiming somewhere in between, maybe around 4 to 5 years. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will go smoothly. So, but the journey is not just about that 4 or 5 years mark. While our Viva examination would take place somewhere there, but before that, somewhere around 1 to 1.5 years down the road, there is something called proposal defense. This is a forum where we put forth our ideas, a proposal to a panel of examiner to tell them that this is why we want to do our PhD, this is what our research is about, this is why our research is important, and their role is to help us find clarity, find blind spots, and basically so that when we start doing our research few years down the road, it's not a total waste of time. We have a concrete direction already. And typically, proposal defense is something quite terrifying for many, because this is the first time you're putting your ideas out in the panel of examiners, and they tend to, if they do their job well, they tend to be very hard on you, because all this line of questioning would save you a lot of trouble years down the road, right? So I'm really nervous actually prepping for this proposal defense, but I have to commit to it. I have to take the plunge. I'm already at my 14-15 month mark now, so I have a few months left to complete my proposal defense. So I can do it with your support. So okay, here are some tips for proposal defense and what I'm doing now. So first is to review presentations, documents from others. So I've done that. My supervisor has also passed me some samples to study. I've studied a few samples. I have also connected with some of my classmates, my comrades that has completed their proposal defense just last month and last 2 months. So I've seen some of their slides, I've seen their sessions as well. And they vary slightly, because everybody in different faculty and different topic probably present things differently. So I'm still trying to find my footing and have my own style to it. The second tip is to see how other people present. So thankfully, we are allowed to sit in how others present. We are allowed to sit in their proposal defense session, so we can see how they present. So I've sat in a few, and I have noticed different ways of delivery, different line of questioning. So that kind of helps manage my expectation just a little bit. Yeah. So the other tip is to know the expectations, because throughout the entire process of research and writing my dissertation, I work very closely with my supervisors, of course, and the examiners can be invited by my supervisors and also my school, my university, Taylor's University. So I need to ensure that my paper and my slides meet their expectations, so that I'm well prepared for the questions to come. And of course, the fourth tip is to make a list of questions, and I've been doing this since the past couple of months. And while it's usually quite the basic questions that they ask, mainly just to help you ensure that you know your area very well, you have read through all the literatures that is needed. But I'm still very nervous at this point, because while I know the questions, the answers may not satisfy them, and if they were to question on my answers, then would I be able to defend myself on the spot? So this is the part that I'm very nervous at. So I'm trying to practice more as well. And the last tip is to know my area really well, to know the available literature very well. So the examiners are people who are an expert at my area, so they probably can remember all the significant literatures that I should be citing in my paper. So I have to make sure that I do my homework really well. I comb through all the literatures, and if they were to talk about a particular article or a particular theory, at least I'm able to carry out that conversation with them. So these are the fourth and fifth tip are the parts that I'm most nervous about. And lastly, most of all, is to keep my composure, and for me is surrender. I know that once I surrender, as in I know I've prepared well, I surrender to God that He would take me through this proposal defense safely, then I would feel more calm. And I really hope that preparation wise, I would do what is humanly possible, but God will take me through the journey ultimately. So this is from a spiritual perspective. So there you go. Here are some tips to prep for proposal defense. I hope it has helped some of you out there too, or if you're not taking a PhD, I hope at least you know the process of a PhD journey now. So I'll see you tomorrow in another episode of PhD Journey with me. Bye!